All right. Your next comic. Another Air Force vet. He was in the Air Force for 26 years, that's a very long time. He's a whole lot funnier than his namesake in the Football Hall of Fame. So please give a big hand for everybody's favorite, Vinny.
Woo! Yay!
Whew! Man, it's awesome that you're here. Thank you so much for coming. Whew! I tell you now, let me tell you first, I got a bit of a Southern accent going on. Now, it could be because I live in Virginia, but it could also be because I'm cooped up with my entire family who's from the South. So I'm just going to work with it because it works for me. But, man, really glad y'all are here. I mean, I really appreciate it. My kids, they attend school virtually, and they're teenagers, so they really like me much. And my wife, she works in the health industry, and she's kind of busy as hell right now. So I'm just glad I could talk to you instead of talking to myself. Although then again, this ain't much different than that. I probably do this a lot lately, you know. I talk to myself. For instance, this week I was having my usual, my everything bagel. Okay, my everything bagel comes with like grains and seeds and of course poppy seeds. Now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, why poppy seeds as I'm cutting my bagel and they're running across my counter? I say, poppy seeds? Now what do they contribute to the bagel? Like, would we even notice if the poppy seeds weren't there? Like, I don't think I would send an inquiry to Save or Leave Bagel Company and say, hey, y'all forgot my poppy seeds. Now, to be clear, you don't have to work for the DEA to know that poppy seeds kind of have a different purpose. All right, so you might be alarmed, but I think the purpose like heroin, morphine, opium, come to think about it, I've been eating these bagels for a few weeks now, and I ain't felt no effects. You know what? Maybe I would write a letter to Sarah Lee if I had no poppy seeds in my bagel. Okay, so there I am. Now let's just look at it this way. If I was to come across Poppy Farmer in the Ozarks and notice that they have these lavish vehicles, huge houses, and armed gunmen patrolling it, you know, I wouldn't think going, man, how'd I get me some of that bagel money? But quickly finished my everything bagel because I was sitting here thinking about all that strange food. And a few clicks in, I'm reading about foods that can kill you. Foods that can kill you. Didn't take me long to come across that illicit pufferfish. Oh yeah, I'm sure you heard the pufferfish, and if it's not properly prepared, you will die. Die? Well, that's not funny. These people live on the edge over there. And you know what? How'd they learn that would happen anyway? Like how many lives did it take to figure out that if you improperly prepare pufferfish, you're gonna die? Now, I know there's another food you probably didn't hear about. It's called the cassava root. The cassava root. Now, it's found in Brazil, and it used to be called the yucca. But I think they changed the name to give this food group a fighting chance. Now, it was discovered in Brazil like in the 16th century. And over time, they realized that the cassava root had pushed out cyanide, like poison, like you and me. But I still thought it was edible. So I have to think in the 16th century, when they discovered this thing, that discovery might have looked something like this. Hey, Colin, I was digging around the dirt over here, came across a sweet smelling stick. You take a bite, let me know what you think. Yeah. Oh, shit. Colin? Colin? Whew, you know what? I might have made a mistake here. It looks a little bit like potato. I know. If I peel it, it's going to be just fine. I'm going to peel it down to the center. It looks just like potato. Say, hey, Jacob, come over here. Try this potato for me. Let me know what you think. I know it looks funny looking, but it smells good, right? Right? What? Hey, Jacob, your face is changing color. Shit. All right, you know what? I'm a man. I must be right. I'm going to cut my loss. I'm going to peel this thing. I'm going to soak it overnight. Okay? I'm going to soak it overnight in a bucket. I'm going to ask my other two friends to come over. They're going to sample this new delicacy I think I invented. All right? Dave and David come over the next day. Dave and David. Hey, I got a veggie tray for you. They got some like peeled potatoes in there. Go ahead and try them. Tell me what you think. David? Oh, shit, I lost David. Dave, why are you drinking from that bucket? I didn't tell you to do that. You kind of see where I'm going with this? So at the end of the day, do you know the cassava root produces tapioca pudding? Yeah, you could get tapioca pudding from cassava root. And it's not even the best pudding. It's not chocolate. It's not vanilla. Hell, I'd rank that below butterscotch. You know what? cassava root, I think, should be forever remembered as the Great Tapioca Massacre of 1522. Now, you never heard of it because they're still reeling from Magellan and he was circumventing and navigating the globe in 1519. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was my Tuesday. I hope you liked the show. I hope you really did. We've got a new Facebook page out there called Best Medicine Brigade on Facebook. Please Google it and like us. That's Best Medicine Brigade. Of course, Armed Services Arts Partnership, ASAP. Both of them are awesome. Both of them you should like. Thank you so much for listening. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of yourselves. This is Vinny, and I'm out.
Thank you, Vinny. I do love a good bucket. He's stuck with multiple teenagers. Was anybody looking to see if he was blinking in Morse code as a distraction? Maybe. We'll get him some